First you hear the birds chirping and you can hear my boy playing the PlayStation. Some cops and robber thing going on.
Mark.
Hey Steve.
Hey, man.
Bob.
What's happening, man? I keep on having dramas with my with the act. Like, it throws me out and that. It just cuts me out. I can't. Let's just see what happens anyway.
Oh well.
What's going on anyway?
Oh, I've been setting up this Zen Room hangout for the last couple of days because everybody's talking about setting them up, but it doesn't seem to happen or fucks out or whatever. So I had an old laptop I pulled out of the shed yesterday and hooked that up, so that's running as a server for it. So everybody's welcome. I don't give a fuck.
How you been anyway?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. I've just getting my lawnmowers done. Are you familiar with the actor Tim Taylor? You know, the Tim Taylor from Home Improvement guy?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, I Tim Taylored the lawnmower yesterday. It used to go really, really slow. Now the kids have to hold on for fucking life in the back of the.
Well, what'd you do to it?
Oh, I just fucking adjusted the throttle to full fucking tit, mate. So now instead of doing 5k an hour down the street, we're doing like 30k an hour.
No.
Fuck, mate. You only live once. Kids are loving it.
Yeah. Does it still cut the grass proper though at that speed?
Oh, well, I souped it up for that speed so I could tow the kids on the trailer we made on it. It'll still cut the grass. If I have it on low revs, I'll still engage the cutters and it'll still do its thing.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I just wanted it to go faster while I was towing the kids on it. They get bored. Little fuckers. Honestly. How's your thing going on? What's all this bullshit about Teacup, man? Fucking videos being released of cops fucking get your hands off my property and you hear nothing. What the fuck? What happened to him? The cops surrounded his place?
Sorry? I don't know. The last I heard, the Teacup was on a hangout.
Oh, Bob's gone. Oh, I used to.
Aye, aye. I think he's having problems with hangouts. I was having a problem getting back in last night, but I think I might have been barred on the basis that it could have upset Tony, you know.
No,
How
not
did
at all.
that go once I left? Was it all amicable after that, or was it a bit
Oh,
angry still?
I think Tony's yeah. Once he gets a few of those Stellas in there, any inhibitions of what he wants to say goes out the window. Um, yeah, it went until about 3:30. It seemed to
Did it
calm
go
down.
pretty peaceful after I left though?
Pardon me.
Did it turn peaceful after I left?
Um, to the most part, I suppose. I mean, there are a couple of people that it didn't matter what you say. I think because I was only ducking in and out too, so I only caught bits and pieces. But from what I saw, it seemed to calm down. I think there was a bit of a personality clash between what Tony was trying to say and what you were trying to say.
I kind of felt that I don't know whether I came across as being pissed off. Like, there was a point when he was like, "You're a fucking mouthy cunt" and stuff like that. And when I was doing the same back to him, well, I wasn't actually pissed off. I was just trying to get him to see his own behaviour, you know.
Yeah, mirror it back to him. Yeah.
I was hoping that he would maybe like click to what he was doing, you know. But maybe I should have been just like, just shut up, you know. But to be honest with you, like that hangout was getting destroyed because anytime anybody tried to talk, Tony was talking all the top. So I had the option of either like trying to do something to settle Tony or just leave the hangout because it wasn't serving much of a purpose, you know.
I mean, he jumped on, I think, to help people out with debt, and that's admirable and stuff. But it's once you get down to the nitty gritty of what each word means to each individual person, and some things mean totally different things to others. Like Dom, commonly known as Dom, jumped on, and him and Matt were having a conversation later on in the hangout after you'd left, and there it was a discussion of what the word troll meant. You know, I said, yeah, those fucking those billy goats, you got to watch out for them. That's as far as I was concerned with trolls. But Tony's had people trolling, saying, well, I'm not even going to repeat what he said, but it wasn't very nice in regards to his wife. And he said trolls do that, so he considers trolling like more of a personal attack. Whereas Don was saying,
Tony is, like, I don't know whether it was a drink or what, but he seemed to be very filled up with hatred, and that doesn't just come about by itself. And the fact that somebody's doing that to him could actually be causing the karma that he's giving out.
I think, I mean, this is just my opinion. I might be wrong, and I know this is going live, but I think the way it is with Tony is that, I mean, he's a hard-working scaffolder guy. He's in the system. He's paying a mortgage. He's doing all these things. And I mean, just like anyone, when you're learning all this new shit and you realise how much the wool's really been pulled over your eyes somewhat, there is a bit of anger there. You're going to get fucked off. Now you combine that with trying to help people, you know, just for the sake of helping them, not anything in return, just to help people out. The way Tony does, and then you combine that with the issues that he's got privately with his wife and the cancer and those sorts of things. You know, I suppose it gets a bit much for you, and you drink too much, and you'll say things you shouldn't.
See the thing with the trolls, like see when you first wake up to this, right? You get a whole load of abuse by people who don't want to wake up to it. And I think it might be helpful, not just for Tony, but for people in a similar boat, for them to have some sort of means of dealing with trolls, you know what I mean? Because they can send you into a fucking hate rant, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, well, he had some personal attacks going against him, which is why he has a hatred against trolls. But when Dom stands there and goes, what's wrong with trolling? Because Dom's meaning, by trolling, he's meaning, say you go onto a website that's about chemtrails, and he goes onto that website and posts a bit of, you know, information that counters whatever you're being told. That's what he'd consider that just putting another point of view or another amount of information so people can have a balanced opinions. Whereas others would call that trolling. And yet he considers that, I don't know, it's just putting the other opinion out, which is fair enough, each to their own. But it's the interpretation of these words again, mate, getting misinterpreted, and because people know if people fuck with words, it's even makes them even more suspicious, I think. You know, that's why I always go on like,
it's kind of like originally a word meant something, and then suddenly there's 3 different interpretations of that word, and that just confuses the whole fucking situation.
Exactly. And because Tony was being the loudest, I suppose, in the room, people were looking at him to be the mediator in some regards too. But I actually started the Zen Room, but the master one shit itself, so I couldn't even go back to the master and control anything or anything anyway. So it was each to their own when it went offline.
See, this is what I like. See, like if you host a hangout, I expect the person that hosts it to be the moderator kind of thing.
Oh yeah, if things got out of hand, I'd go down to the server and just either mute or block or temporary fucking let people know. I can get Tony, you know.
There's more than just blocking, though. You know, it's like you've got a certain way with people where you're calm and you're patient, and do you know what I mean? Like, actually, just blocking people, it's kind of like every problem's a nail kind of thing, you know. Like, you've got armor basically, but there's also other you've got qualities of like your patience and stuff like that. I think you've got a way of maybe sort of getting through to people and being moderating in a way that's more.
I can hear what each individual person,
do you know what I mean?
Trying to say, Steve, and I can get what each person's saying from each of their perspectives because I've sort of seen all of the different avenues that people are trying to come from. But I can also the clashing of those. It's like 2 different water currents hitting each other. You're always going to have a clash. But it's trying to smooth it out so it's more of a nice wave as opposed to a fucking torrent, you know.
Aye. It's once the discussion turns into a pie fight, that's what really bugs me, you know. It's like, I think what I did last night sort of made it look even more like a pie fight. But I just kind of felt it was like in order to kind of disrupt the pie fighting that was going on, you know what I mean? But that's why I just left. I thought I can't really do anything here that's going to fix things, you know, but I tried it.
I mean, your original thing was about debt, wasn't it, Steve? You were just trying to clear out if a man owes another man a debt, versus Tony was trying to say, you know, corporate debt unless you create it, sort of thing. And I knew what you two were saying, but Tony wasn't hearing what you were saying. He was switching back over to the commercial side of things and that it doesn't exist. But you were saying from a personal standpoint, sorry.
I've got real big questions about this with regards to like when I first joined Freeman and the land sort of stuff. Right now, there's a lot of kind of side movements, and they all say Freeman doesn't work. The Freeman thing doesn't work, but ultimately what they're doing is Freeman type things, right? So let's just classify all of those things as Freeman stuff, right? And what I find is what that whole movement used to be was about people who were trying to like they seen corruption within the system. Trying to fix that corruption. And what I see now is the vast majority of people who are involved in it now are basically trying to get a rise at the system. And the problem is, like, how are we going to fix corruption within the system when there's corruption within our own ranks? There's just too many people that are basically trying to get away with something rather than trying to improve the situation. Do you know what I mean?
Trying to find loopholes or bypasses as opposed to trying to fix the fucking problem. Instead of fixing the solution, find a way to bypass it. Yeah, I get what you're saying there, eh? And yeah, I think it's because there's been so much knowledge out there. People are all learning at different rates. They're all taking things in at different perceptions and different, you know, everybody's head's different, and they'll think of things in different fashions. And when you go out there into this sort of truth movement to try and spread what you believe to be your truth, that'll collide with what everybody else believes to be their truth, and you'll get common ground when you go, oh fuck, you know, and everybody will jump on the bandwagon to say that common ground sort of thing, but they're missing the point. The point is, in my opinion anyway, is to just let everybody aware of what's really happening. Don't try and make people understand your point of view, just give them the information. Everyone's intelligent enough to work out for themselves, if they're intelligent enough for themselves, and if they're not, well, natural selection really, isn't it? But, give people the information and what they do
I'm
with
not so
it.
sure whether the social Darwinist approach is quite where I'm at. I kind of I think that whole survival of the fittest type of thing, is like,
Natural selection, yeah.
it's not really. I think it's that sort of mentality that's causing society to become corrupt. Where now folk are going to climb on top of each other and kiss ass to the guy above and kick down to the person at the bottom, kind of thing. And
yeah. Whereas I myself, I'd rather have a loaf of bread and stick it in front of a group of people and say help yourselves, as opposed to walk around and issue out a piece of bread to each person. I'd rather say, look, here's all the information, make with it what you like. But you've also got to make out for those, I suppose, the runts of the litter or the weakest ones to make sure that they're getting what they need as well. And that's where people are falling out. They're all each to their own instead of each to their own and their respectives, I suppose, would be a better way of putting it. Because everybody's got to care about something, And
I think if everybody ultimately looked after their own interest, and that interest being the interest that everybody's got an interest in,
them and their family,
fantastic. But it seems to be there's a lot of people that are looking after their interest to the exclusion of everybody else.
Yeah.
Perspective, though.
Well, fucking. I wonder why all these guys all of a sudden are having problems with their connections and stuff, eh? In England. I don't get it. They're all having issues trying to connect all the fucking time, I think. I don't.
Last night when I tried to reconnect, I had it says the Hangout app is not compatible with the audio stream. But I'm noticing, see, when you're talking, it could be because you're on like a kind of internal network there, talking in two different streams at the same time. There's a stream where it's played and a stream where you're talking on. The stream that you're talking on is breaking up in audio sometimes, so maybe it's just some sort of bug caused by the speed of the connection.
I think it's the speed of the connection. I mean, I'm on the other side of the planet. There's going to be a lag time no matter how much I like it. In fact, I found out an interesting thing. My 19-year-old's quite a savant sort of gamer boy, and Troy, he's brilliant, but he's had invites to be a game tester, and they look for people over here apparently in New Zealand because for the New Zealand gamers to keep up with the American games people and the game servers are in America, because the Kiwi have to be that much quicker because of the lag time, that they look for people that have slower connections that respond faster, because if they were put right next to the server, they'd be in a better position, or they'd fight faster, so to speak. So they actually look for people with the weak connections to weed out the better people, if you know what I mean. It's really interesting.
Again, they look for people with worse connections.
Well, yeah, because we're in New Zealand, we're so far away from the server. When they're playing a game with Americans on the same server, the Americans have a faster response time between their computer and the server as opposed to us, because we're further away, right? So because Troy's playing at the same speed and rate as the Americans, if not better, his actual reaction time is always going to be faster than theirs because he's actually making up for the lag time as well. Do you get what I mean?
Aye.
Clever shit the way they look.
What was it called?
Wonder what happened to Surfer. He's vanished again too. Oh, he pops in.
There's nothing. I think Bopalot's holding a thing of the night as well.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. He jumped in, but he said his just keeps shitting itself. So I said, well, this one will be running.
It might be that I don't know. Did you bar me? I'm not bothered if you did bar me. I can understand why you did if you did. But if you did bar me last night, it would explain. You didn't. See, last night when I was trying to reconnect.
But see, the problem is that there may be another person that I've invited that has banned you.
Right, okay.
I've invited like 55, 57 people odd to this group. So
it might be an error in the audio stream, but do you know what I mean? Sometimes it can report an error because it doesn't quite know why it's been. Do you know what I mean? Like some sort of somewhere down the program, there's like an error that it hasn't quite took account of.
Yeah.
But it reported an error in the audio stream, and I was thinking, well, it could be because I've been banned, but If no, then that could be the reason why it's like the Bopperlot's having problems coming in. If he's got the same error coming up, if it wasn't somebody barring me, you know.
I have no idea on that one. The only thing I can think of is
Have
that
you
there
got
might
the
be.
most recent update to Hangouts?
Yeah, mine did that whole fucking update yesterday in this laptop. 150 something updates.
Aye, I don't
I've got to
know.
wonder what 150 bloody updates needs to be done for. Yeah. No, so I have no idea. But,
I wonder who the two viewers are, eh?
the what? The two
There's
viewers?
2 viewers.
Oh, I
Yeah, that
don't
must
know.
be in YouTube. There's people watching.
Oh, I know. I jumped on there to post something, so I'm probably one of the ones, but I'm not viewing it anymore.
Right.
Otherwise, it would be Nico. So that 38% you posted, was that just now, or this evening for you, or
What that I posted?
something about 38%?
38%.
It says in the chat box that you only had 38% power or something.
Oh, right, aye, I've not got a lot of charge left on it, and like the car battery's dud, you know, well, no dud, but it's been fully used up. I've got 26%.
Are there any
I still need
streams
to
or
check my
water
Facebook
nearby?
messages.
Are there any
Again?
Are there any streams or water nearby where you put yours in?
They're too stagnant it's not really flowing fast enough to put any.
Like a wee genie in it?
Plenty of wind, but I've sort of build a wind turbine or something.
Well, that would work. Just get a little DC motor, stick a fan on it, make it in reverse, stick a couple of diodes on it, you're away.
I've got 2 generators that are broke, so I've got enough equipment to actually, now like the expensive equipment, I've got enough of that. Just a matter of building a fan and a prop, I suppose, but yeah, there's a ton of things I want to do, too busy like arsing about on the internet. Facebook is fucking addictive, you know. I avoided it for years and I joined it about 3 months ago, and now it's like I'm doing nothing else but sitting on Facebook all the time, you know.
I have the account, but I don't really use it much. I use YouTube and Google Plus more than I ever have with my Facebook. I've never really posted shit on there. I mean, I might do the occasional, and I just have it there for a link to share my YouTube stuff, but then I have accounts with all of those ones that you can share with just so I can get the word out. YouTube fucking shut my first channel down, so I took offence to that and joined everywhere and just start sharing it to everyone now instead of just one.
I'm not that keen on Google, but I've always avoided these kind of social media things. I've always kind of hung about, like, for as long as I've been sort of like politically active online, I've always been part of the forums and stuff like that.
Sure.
But like, Facebook to me was using Google Plus and Twitter and all that. Like, all these kind of like highly promoted social media sites to me were just like a pariah, you know.
Sure.
And then it was just like what I was doing just came to a halt, you know. I just realised that I'm not going to succeed in what I was doing, so I was like, fuck it, let's just try everything and see what's available, you know. And started on Facebook, it's like it gets quite addictive, you know, because it's not so much like Facebook it's addictive, but the people on it, you know.
Oh yeah, I cop that often. Didn't you get that thing I posted on Facebook? And I just go, no, I never fucking on the thing. I never actually look at my own page or see what other people have posted unless I post stuff and then I might scroll through or I'll get a message. You know, like my sister told me she had cancer via Facebook message. Mum rang me up upset about it, but my sister just gave me a message because she didn't want to upset me. I didn't want to deal with the face-on-face, I suppose. Who knows? Oh, hello. We've got
coming in.
Oh, there's Kane calling. Honestly, Kane, here, I'll just put a I'll paste the link to that one as well. Here we go.
I'm going to head off to Bopperlot's Hangout.
Pardon?
I'm going to head off to Bopperlot's Hangout. There looks like there's a pure ton of people in there.
Oh, I might pop over and have a look too. I'll leave this one running, as I've said, so we can always come back later if need be.
Right. I'll see you there, right?
Alright, dude.
Right.
Hey, Surfer. Hello, Surfer. Hello, Kane.
Yeah, what's happening, peeps?
Stephen Duffy's just jumping over to Bopalot's hangout, although Bopalot seems to be having problems with his hangouts. So I'm
Yeah,
hearing.
I see Bob's messages on there. I tried to go into that. I don't know if I'll try to go into your other hangout, but it seemed to. You sent me the link straight away after when I was calling, but yeah, Bob's saying he's got problems with his hangout apparently or something.
Yeah, that's why I've said I'll just keep this one running. I don't care if people jump in or go. It's everybody's invited, so at the
I just got
getting
a
another
message
one.
from someone actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
We all
they just invited us to a video call actually.
Okay. Well, let's go to that one.
Yeah.
Let's go and see.
Cool. All right, I'll see you in a minute.
See you there, man.
Looks like we're going out live, James.
Oh, awesome.
Be good viewing for people watching us have our din-dins.
They won't hear much on me.
I'm filling your face.
Oh, so right, you've been restricted on your videos,
Bad.
but you can still do live.
I know. This is Mark's.
Huh?
This is Mark's thing.
Mark. All right, Mark. Yeah, I might do the recording and share it because lets people know. To see, doesn't know some of the people that are movement.
Send it to police, see if they join him.
I wonder. Well, he's definitely going to talk to the sergeant tonight to find out your channel, isn't he?
Oh yeah, without doubt.
Then again, the first thing he's going to type in there is Mark Williams, isn't it? Because he said, who should the sergeant be? He said, who? So we're going to tell the sergeant to go. He said, Mark.
I should have said the Jesus of Harkin, shouldn't I? Then that way it still didn't get my name. But, oh well. What's done is done.
Mark's lost in the hangout. He's nowhere to be seen.
In fact, we'll drop out a bit.
Still live. Nobody in. I shall pop back.
Boy,
Hey, Tony.
Man, I'm just sorry. I'm listening to. I've got you on, but I'm listening to that video of. Why is he talking to that copper?
Yeah, got all talky. I'm just watching that. Do you want to watch it? Because I've got it on screen share here.
Yeah, we'll do, yeah.
I'll put it on screen share so I can watch it too. There we go.
Just give us that. I'll come in back room and watch it. Let me turn the other one off. Hang on. So we've got two versions going on here. I'm just getting audio fucking white noise.
I'll have this pause, Tony. Just yell out when you want me to play, mate.
Yeah. Right, go on, mate. Put it on.
Rightio.
I can't believe he spoke to him.
Yeah.
Stop it, yeah?
Can you see it?
He's speaking to you.
Yeah.
He's seen just around the corner at the old hospital. Have you been there today? I'm obliged to answer it. You are, yeah.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
1984.
No.
I can check it. You can get it on legislation.gov.uk. What, right now? If you want to. Your phone's got the phone there. No, it's in camera mode. That's fine. If you reference PC 14251 clocking, based at Squadron Code Police Station. Cheers, young man. 14358, Kerry, based at Squadron Code. Hi, Kerry. How are you? Hi. Okay. So, actually, again, under that legislation, you're obliged to account why you've been there and where you've been.
Sorry, I was just inside for a second.
Confess there for the last few days. Your vehicle's been seen there.
Surely.
And you're around the corner from there.
Surely, you want to have reasonable grounds that I've stolen something.
I do. Security desk.
So he's responding to you.
No!
There's his mistake.
You don't even talk to him. You don't even talk to him, mate. You don't even speak to them.
You know, if you're going to speak to them, do it in a question. Don't bloody do it by answering questions.
Never, never speak to them. You're not obliged to speak to them. You want to arrest you.
I know, but I suppose he's probably looking at the fact of what they could do.
Yeah, but Mark, if he was to arrest, this is my point. My point is, if he was to arrest you, what's your right?
Exactly.
remain silent. So you invoke the right before it even. Fuck what? You're obliged to under section whatever. Go fuck yourself, mate. I'm obliged to remain silent.
I would have just.
That's the right you give me when you arrest me. So you either arrest me and I remain silent, or you go fuck yourself and fuck off.
Okay, I'll play it.
You know? Well, my evidence of no breaking in, stealing, vandalising, damaging anything is all on that camera.
That's superb. Under 19 of pace, some officers.
Some evidence.
I like the bit where it says going equipped.
Pace, I can use force to do so. I'd like not to have to do that.
Come on then. You look really silly when you don't find it. Don't feel bad.
At the end of the day, you know what? I'm not bothered, to be honest.
Good. Because I'm getting my evidence, that's all.
That's fine. At the end of the day, you'd be around the corner. Registration to get seen. So that's why you're going to be searched, okay?
And you're going to incredibly sick. What are you searching for?
I'm searching for being equipped on.
Going equipped. You can't even see anything that I might be equipped with.
Are you not supposed to ask if there's sharp objects in his pocket or anything?
Love the t-shirt. I fucking love that t-shirt.
Before you go in
I know.
That's myself. I'm very trustworthy. I am.
No, Sergeant.
I do, yeah.
Say hello to you for me.
I will do.
Matt, give him your name. Give him your name, Matt.
No law says you have to have a name, mate.
Yeah. Hard case. Yeah, he kept it amicable. Nothing to be said with that, you know. He wasn't belligerent or anything. He was just amicable.
That's fine. Step back. Just there.
I fucking love James in this one, man. He's hysterical.
This is a male officer here. It's best practice for me to search. I would prefer What, my camera? I think you're saying more. Have you got anything sharp in your pocket? Not at the minute, it's not sharp, it's floppy at the minute. Stays that way. Should I not do this?
Did the security guy say we stole something?
I can't disclose that. Effectively, your vehicle's been seen. We've had a few thefts. Someone sure. There's been people seen on charge. You just be a wet. Sorry about that.
I give him a wedgie then, didn't it?
Yeah. I'm just ignoring that.
Who is it?
Fuck knows, it's full screen at the moment and I'm playing a video.
Oh, yeah. Good on. Good on. Set the belt.
Alright, mate.
So tell me this, was there two people to this thing?
We were in there. Just as
Oh my goodness.
See what I mean? You see what's happening now, Mark? He's got his notepad out. He's got his notepad out now, man.
Yeah, he's
writing shit. He's taking notes, and that's all evidence, mate. You never speak to the bastards, mate. Ever speak to them. You don't utter a word. You invoke that right of silence from the off, mate.
Yeah.
Never testify against yourself, mate. Never testify against yourself.
It's his confession that he's doing.
Exactly, yeah. I don't answer questions and I don't sign pieces of paper. No, either arrest me or I'm happy to go to the cells, mate. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Well, what time
just a
is
minute.
it supposed to be?
Well, come on, we have had quite a few breaks. And your vehicle registration has been given. Around the corner. So that's why
There would have been a lot
It has
more
been,
theft
yeah.
and
It has been.
vandalism and fires over the years.
That has been quite a few. That has been. Hence why there's 3 of us. Because the last 3 or 4 days, especially, we've had quite a few. And so I was trying to put a stop to it. I'm not saying that's you.
Did he just say he's watched him?
I don't know you guys. I don't know.
What have I told you? What have I told you about when he comes? You don't ever speak to him. When he even throws that bullshit line that he threw at you. You never speak to him, mate. He's got his pen and paper out now and everything.
That's a shame. So,
He either arrests you or he doesn't arrest you. But you don't ever speak to him, Matt, you know what I mean?
First thing I said to him, am I obliged to answer that question? And he said yes. Now,
Yeah, but you're not. But you're not.
Now, I'm going over this with a fine-tooth comb as we speak.
Matt,
don't worry.
Matt, if he was to arrest you, what right would he give you?
Gave him a mention. My right to silence.
Exactly. So what you should have said to him there was, are you going to arrest me? Because I have a right to silence, whether you arrest me or not. Not because you will give me that right to remain silent, and I invoke that right before you even give it to me.
No part of the reason I did this.
Because you're a lunatic.
We didn't even need to hang around. We could have fucked off, but we hung around at the scene to see which way it would pan out. Now I'm going to rip this video to I'm going to analyse it to bits, yeah, and I'm going to put it to that. I'm going to put it to that sergeant I know and say, and I'm going to pull him on every single thing that I think I can find fault with, yeah, and then we're going to take it from there.
Well, what you need to, the first question you need to ask, right, is that sergeant, right? If you're going to ask him a question, say, actually, do I have a right to remain silent? If you arrest, no, but say it if you arrest me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say that to him, yeah, and he'll go, oh yeah, you do. So, as I have that right, is there some? How can I be obstructing you if I invoke that right prior to you arresting me? That's the question that needs to be asked, and he can't answer it. He can't answer it.
I'm even thinking of going down the route of saying to him, "Can we do a video on this so everything is out completely?" And when he says, "Oh no, I don't want to be on video," I say, "Why not? Nothing to hide, nothing to fear."
Yeah.
I'm building up to this, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
How many ways you can go?
I did. Is the ginger man with you? Is he with you still?
Yeah.
I did like the stunts fella. Shouldn't I be doing this? Fucking quality, mate, honestly. No, I want her to check me. No, I want her to check me, not you. I want her to check me. I've got a raging hard on here.
The other way I could have done it is just to come home straight away, yeah, and then filmed them knocking on the door constantly to come and have a word. But this one was much better. I might have made mistakes. I know that, but it's gone how it's gone.
No, you didn't make mistakes, but it's that you see, he's come out. I mean, let me tell you one thing. That prick doesn't know any law, mate. That prick doesn't know any law.
Every time he asked me a question at the start when I was in the van, bang, I was there with a question. What if I don't? What if I don't? What are you going to do? Am I obliged? You know, I'm doing it, but when it's there on top, you know, it ain't as easy as people might think, no matter how many videos you've watched.
Mate, I'm happy for him to feed me for 3 days. And give me a bed. Don't matter to me. I ain't saying shit to him, mate, and I seriously wouldn't say fuck all to him. I really, honestly, I wish people would believe me, but I wouldn't. You know what I mean? But I don't interact with him. I don't want any interactions with him. You know what I mean?
You know the bit that showed him up. You know the bit that showed him up for the bully boy cop that he is was when he said,
No, we've not got all the way through it yet.
I've got all my evidence on my camera there. And he says, I can seize that camera if I want. We're going to take your toys off you.
Yeah.
You fucking nasty little cunt.
Well, they are, mate. They are. You know. Yeah. That's the game, isn't it?
They've got to be. They've got. I'm not defending them here. They've got to be seen to be following up that 999 call.
Yeah.
Even though we purposely went back and told the security guard, we're no threat. We've only come to have a look around, and you ran off when we wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, well, he's just done the, you know, I mean, you have to see it from his side, to be honest with you. You've got to, I'm seeing it from both sides here, you know what I mean? I mean, the guys, I'm playing devil's advocate, the guys made a call, you've hung around, which, you know, which obviously that's why the copper has been a little bit light-hearted about it, because he was, you know, when he's turned up, he was a little bit light-hearted, you know what I mean? Apart from, you know, how are you going to... I know. I will. What made me laugh was, I will use force. Well, the window's open, mate, and the fucking button's there. You just pull it. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking sat behind the window here. You don't have to break anything. Just fucking see that little knob at the end of the door there. Just pull it up and open the fucking door, you prick. You know what I mean?
The other mistake I made, before cops came, I had my key up in, you know, the little holder above the light, the interior light.
Yeah.
I stashed my key in there, knowing that they couldn't snatch it out of the ignition. But to keep my camera fully charged, I had it on the wire.
Right.
On the USB, so I reattached it and turned my ignition on to keep it powered up. That was a mistake. Right. I left my key in the ignition because he could have snatched the key and left me fucking powerless, not be able to drive if I wanted to fuck off. But that was a mistake. I shouldn't have left the key in the ignition. But other than that, I think it went all right. No cunts got arrested. No harm done.
No, he was never going to arrest you, mate.
He's already admitted. I don't know if it picked it up in James's video. They admitted he'd seen my infiltration video at Asda. You know, when I went round the back.
Well, I was watching that where he said, did he actually turn around to you and say, "We've been watching you"?
On Facebook.
No, he said, "Oh, I saw that video on Facebook. It went viral, didn't it?"
I wasn't in that one. Please don't tell me I was in that one. I didn't. When the fucking slaughterhouse one was it? I'll end up doing 3 days in the fucking hole, mate. Get sectioned for being a mute.
Good.
You should have pulled him on that, mate. You should have pulled it. That honestly, that's what I've been trying. You know, and I know you'd like to have interactions with them, but I really don't. That's what you should have done. When you said, when you said, "Am I obliged?" You should have said, "Well, what happens?" You know, when he said, "Well, I'll detain you," you should have said, "Well, what's my right if you detain me? Is my right to remain silent?" And box him into this little shitty little corner that he don't want to be in. You know what I mean?
I know what would have happened.
Well, there it is.
I know we've got to think on your feet in these situations, yeah?
Of course you have. Of course you have, mate.
But all he knows is that. That's his procedure. That is his perceived power of what he can do. There's no reason.
He's going to do what that book tells him he's going to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what Matt's is.
Yeah.
No, I know. But you can still say to him, "I don't answer questions and I don't sign pieces of paper. So crack on, mate." It's an end game, isn't it? Really, you either detain me and arrest me, take me down to the police station where I'm not going to sign your pieces of paper and I'm not going to answer any questions, or you just let me go. Because whatever happens, the end result is the same.
All right, think about it. If it didn't go the way that it did, and we did go the silent treatment, and I ain't talking to you, what would he have done? Would he have pulled us out of the van, acting the hard cunt in front of that copper bird?
Those three cop cars that went past wouldn't have just gone past. They would have been stopping and helping.
Yeah.
What I would say to you is, say, listen, I will happily obey your commands, yeah. But Yeah, I will obey your commands, yeah, but I ain't speaking to you, and I ain't signing anything. Now, what do you want to do? Now, if you just bark commands at me, I will happily do your commands. So if you want me to go to the police station, I will go to the police station. I won't sign anything, and I won't speak to you. Crack on.
But you're also testifying and confessing by saying that, Tony.
Well, you're not though. No, you're saying I will
telling them.
I will obey your commands. I'm not gonna. I'm not. What's the word? I'm not. What do you use? What do you say? What's that word you use when they say?
Complying.
No. I'm complying. Yeah. I will comply with whatever you wish. Yeah. I comply.
He thanks me for.
Yeah, but I won't execute, and I won't sign anything. So I invoke my right to remain silent before you even go down this little road of telling me I'm obstructing you.
Sure.
Because that's my right.
Yeah.
Just, now, can you write that down in your little notebook? Because that's all the evidence you're going to get.
Another interesting would have been to say to him, "Oh, really? Could you explain my rights to me?" So, because at the moment I don't understand.
Yeah, can you please give me full and meaningful information?
Yeah.
Did you
meaningful?
He asked me. I asked him if I've got a copy of the legislation. He says, "Oh yeah, you make a look."
Matt, did you hear where he actually said to you? As someone said that, I said, I don't have to disclose that to you. He said to you, I don't have to disclose that to you. What you should have then said, well, could you disclose my rights, please?
Yeah.
That's what you should have said.
It's one for next time, isn't it? Because this ain't going to be the last time.
It's all learning curves, man.
I can't believe you are going out gunning for this shit, mate. I'm telling you.
You know what? I've got Tony.
I'll give you 10, mate.
The thing that people don't realise is I've got emails of Sergeant Summers telling me if I'm going to get up to this kind of stuff to let him know previously, yeah, let him know in the first hand. So if I do get intercepted, he'll have knowledge of me being there and he can smooth it over. This is why I've been doing what I've been doing with that sergeant for the last 3 months.
You've been covering your ass beforehand. Well done.
Not that I trust the sergeant.
You do realise this is going out live?
Yeah,
well, good. Perhaps they might learn something.
Right,
they might learn when they're given prior notice that they shouldn't jump on people.
Right, I need to speak to you. I can't, I think it's because you're...
Yeah, it's all good fun today. Good fun. No harm done. No arrests. Nobody got back.
Well done, both of you.
Yeah, but it won't even.
And we got a couple of digs in as well, like asking them if they were bullied at school.
Back in a minute.
He's not even visible, Steve.
Mark.
On the line,
Mark.
I think she's gone.
Pardon? Yeah, well.
There's Mark as a house of teen or something.
Commonly known as Mark of the House of Keenan. There's a hangout, a live hangout. Come along, boys and girls, cats, dogs, and trolls.
Yeah, get some trolls in. Oh, I can't remember what we're loading now. What we were doing. Oh no, I was going to do. Right, I was going to add second, weren't I? Cups. Right. Where's that little prat? There he is. Oh man, that goes over 15 minutes still.
Yeah, I know,
but you can't get it onto. You can't take him out of the cloud.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it'll be a sharing.
Right, I'm going to cut a minute out of that.
Your talent, smarty man. We're after talent. You're smarty world's looking for, so you are now. You don't know?
No.
You got red one?
Seconds to cut out.
Red one, bro. What's happening?
I'm just editing a video. I've got my other screen on right now. I'm doing my last bit. The wounding thing is, I've got to keep my videos to sub 15 minutes now. I'm not talking to nobody. They're all gone. The only one's in. It's Philip in Zoltan.
You're on, mate, dude. I'm just.
Oh, you're right. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, I like your vids, man. They're cool.
What's that?
Your videos are funny as fuck today. Love them.
I'm just editing the build up to it, what happened, so there's a big clear picture of why we were there. And good fun. The way he chased off, not chased off, we didn't chase and harass him, but you know, he's run away.
The bit where he goes, the security guard goes running down the road and you're chasing after him. So funny.
In all the places I've explored, I've had security approach me. I've had the police allow me to continue what I'm doing at the hospital. I've had a guy threaten to smash my camera up, even though I didn't go in the place. He said, if you go in there and I find you, I'll smash your camera up. Fuck me, I wish I was recording that one. A blatant threat like that, that would not look good to his boss. And that is genuinely why I take a camera with me everywhere to record everything that gets said by you. It's the only way to do it these days. Philip, his connection's crap. Right, I'm going to trim 8 seconds out of this. Look, I've even shook in the footage here. I've even shaken his hand as a reassurance that we're not a threat yet. We're in the system, and that's it. Yeah, I've been here so many times with my cat. Right. That'll do. Tools. Yes. Check out file. Right, no one's in. All right. Cancel.
Matt gone? Is everyone gone? Oh well. Hello? Anyone there? Anyone there? Anyone there? Fucking nightmare. Okay, setting up myself.
Still here, Tony, mate. You just Tony, we just lagged out a bit. It's still going to be for as long as you need it to be.
Fucking PC, fucking everything drops out. Where did Matt, has Matt fucked off then? Hi mate, can you hear me? I'm just, yeah.
I think Tony.
Like a fucking mad fucking like someone's beating a drum. Matt was in before. I got fucking, it froze, and then all me fucking connectivity became limited, so I had to switch my router off and fucking re-kickstart it. Weird shit again.
I heard a weird noise when I came on. I don't know what it was.
Pardon?
I heard a weird noise when I came on. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it was like a fucking. I just felt like a bassy doom weird man.
Aye.
Oh yeah. Plus, I've got. To be honest with you, that might be my washing machine. Could well be my washing. Can't even, he's got like you can't invite anyone. No.
You can. You go to tap for a page. You go to tap for a page and that wee guy with
Top of the page.
Aye.
But whenever I click it, I can't invite anyone. Can you invite anyone?
I don't know anybody to invite.
No. Just click it and see if anything comes up.
Right, I'll click it. Right. Oh, you're right. No, nothing. Nothing happens.
Bizarre. Did try and fucking.
I don't know if you can date doing one of the side pages, one of the wee icons on the side.
Yeah. I know, I'm having a look now. No, because you're right. No, because he moderates everything, so it gives the moderator the ability to control your audio, video settings during the call, such as turning your camera off and on, blah blah blah.
Alright.
Right, so
he's got the wee control panel thing. Control room. You're in moderated video problem.
So let me give Matt a ring, see what he's doing. It's got the fucking messages. Fucking. Where's fucking. What's it gone?
Mark.
Yeah,
where's that?
I have no idea, mate. It's like someone playing a djembe, isn't it? Not clear, man. What have you been up to, mate?
No, it does this sometimes because it's so early in the morning earlier. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning earlier.
I know. What's Sunday though? So might have fucked off the shit.
He leaves it till somebody comes on.
I know. What have you been up to out and out?
I was just watching Google Plus there. I was watching Matt's videos.
Fucking hell.
They were fucking hilarious.
I know.
He brings some amount of trouble into himself, didn't he?
He does, man. But yeah, fair play to him. That's what he wants to do, you know.
I know. Oh, they were funny.
Yeah, it was funny, but it's just fuck all out. I don't want that shit in my life.
No.
Don't want that. I know exactly how I'll deal with them if they do get in my life, but I just don't want them, you know.
To be fair to the two Polish, they weren't too bad.
Nah. Well, you knew. Hey, big man. Oh, that's a new picture, Col. That's a new picture. Your new youthful look there with your good lady. Oh, you mate, you all right? It's like someone's fucking. Honestly, it's like someone's upstairs walking across a fucking empty, across a ceiling, isn't it? That noise.
I can't hear him.
You don't hear that dum 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 dum?
No.
That must just be me now.
There's nothing there now.
Have you watched that video, Matt, Col? What is it? Can you hear us, Col?
I don't think you can.
Can I? Obviously can't. It's like someone's banging it. It's like someone's banging a fucking bass drum.
Hello? Hello?
Alright, can you hear us, Col? I can hear you now. Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
You see now, better Matt.
Yeah, we're getting a search.
See how he shoved his cock out when he went in his pocket? Is that what you're after? Go on, Copperfield, mate, Copperfield.
Have you had lunch?
I fucking know, innit?
Cheeky James wanted the woman to search him.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. I did like the pose he struck. Shouldn't have been stood like this. It was funny as fuck, man.
Well, did you see that copper basically said you're obliged to drop yourself in it?
Yeah. Well, this is what I was trying. This is what I was trying to say to Matt. You know what I mean? What he should have said is, well, okay, if you arrest me, what's my right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I invoke it now, mate. Stack on.
Yeah. That's it. So basically, he was just bullshitting him to search him.
Yeah.
You know, fucking pure and utter bullshit. So they do it. They even do it with a smile on their face now, don't they?
Pace is a load of shit. Anyway, still got. Well, I mean, he has had reasonable grounds because he's been found on it. You know what I mean? So.
But the security. See, that's the thing there, right? Obviously, the geezer said, well, I can't disclose what the security guard said. They have been over there thieving. That's what he said. So really, he has made a false allegation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You can't have it both ways, can you, Tom? You can't have it both ways. No.
But they do. They like the cake and they like to eat it, mate, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And if you give them enough rope, they'll fucking hang you, man.
Yeah.
Well, you see where we got him on the side of the van and his pen and papers come out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't even talk to him, to be honest with you.
And he said, I don't want to answer any questions, and eventually wrote a fucking answer at him.
I know. I mean, Matt was on it. He sort of went off. I fucking got disconnected, and my fucking internet connection went down. And he was kind of saying it's like you got to think on your feet, and I suppose you have, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the problem. The mindset for me is you don't actually have to think on your feet. You just don't say anything.
Don't say anything.
Yeah, that's
right. That's right.
Yeah.
But that copper, I'd like to check up. I'm going to go back because I've just watched them. I've just literally come in and watched them, and I want to check that act that you said. I'm going to check.
That Zoltan geezer was in and he posted it, but obviously it's gone now because it's gone from the group chat. It's not in my group chat, so he posted it, but it's gone. So I don't know, but no, you're not obliged to speak to him. They do use that obstruction thing, where you're obstructing an officer in his duty.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, well, all right. Well, arrest me then.
Does that override your rights? You have the right to remain silent.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? No matter what fucking they use, you have the right to remain silent. So
from the start.
I would have said to him. So what you're saying then is you got the power to take my rights away from me, Mr. Pity Policeman. You know what I mean?
And then giving me back when it suits you.
Exactly. Who the fuck? I did laugh a little bit because old Matt, he made me laugh. I was cracking up because he could you shut up for crying out loud? You're worse than your mother. Fucking hell. Fuck. You see where they get it from, can't you?
I'm having a groundhog day, Cole.
Oh. Well, I said, I'm gonna fuck off upstairs. I'm gonna go and like, have a bit of peace and quiet. I'm coming. And then I say no, and like that's they do. Oh, I want to go, Dad. Oh. And you put up with our matter up now, so you're better off just letting them up with you.
That's because you love your Cole. You know what I mean? That's the sign. That's the sign of a good dad, mate.
Well, look at the bloody time. They should have been asleep hours ago.
Stop feeding them Mars bars.
Sounded more like they were thinking helium there.
I know.
One of the ways it sounded the way he was inhaling helium.
You know, that's just. I think that's Bobby. He just sounds like that anyway. He's off his fucking bonnet, that lad. He's a good lad. They're all good kids. That's the thing, innit? You know what I mean? They're all good kids. But yeah, it was.
Whacked his eye earlier on. Should have seen him take Bobby. Fucking running around like a blue ass fly. He's gone fucking running out and smacked himself right in the fucking door, done all his eye. Mal's going, I can't look. You look. I said, put a wet, fucking cold flannel on it, that'll sort it out.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a luck there, come here. So Tony, you're right.
Let's have a look, lad. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that bad boy. Hey? Hey? What's that about, bro?
Anyone think I've been back in the
waiting to happen, isn't it?
Dad, look. Mr. getting me, not Mr. friend. Then I hit the door.
Yeah, on your door.
No, Mr. friend.
It's because you're clumsy. You get that from your mum as well.
Slapped me in the door.
All the bad stuff you get from your mum.
I'm saying now, she's starting in my room, mate. I'll have her in again, fucking with a rolling pin, you know what I mean?
She's out. She's gone out. She said, do you mind if I go out on the pitch? Because it was Shannon's birthday, wasn't it? And she said, like, Shannon and that's going out. Never asked me. I said, go on, fucking keep your flag rags on and fuck up out. Do me head in. Don't come home till about 4.
Why not?
Yeah, that's it.
No, all fun and games when they did turn up, Grand Call, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. friend.
I like it when she's had a few beers. That she does party tricks. You know what I mean?
You realise this is live, you know what I mean?
I know it's
Not that you give a full call, but obviously it is live, you know what I mean? As long as the party tricks don't go live, that's the main thing, you know what
Dad. Mr. friend kissed me on the game.
Yeah. Come on in, you're going to go to sleep because I'll put you in your bed otherwise.
No, I I can't go on my bed. I can't. My hand hurt.
Oh. Alright then, go sleep.
You know. He's got you wrapped. I tell you what, alright. I tell you what, right. He's got you wrapped around his little finger, man. Telling you, mate. Dad. Just jump through the soup, Dad.
Right, you done me with. I was out. Shut up, Billy. Right, I was out, and I come in, and he straight up me. He said, "Dad," I said, "Yeah." He said, "Can you do me an ice cream?" I said, "Yeah, no worries." Right. Well, as I come in, the missus went out. Anyway, when he's come back, he's got fucking ice cream all round. She said, "What? You had another ice cream?" I went, "What do you mean you had another one?" She said he had one just before. He had a great big one just before you come in.
Yeah.
You slippery little sod. You didn't tell me that, did you? Sitting there with a big grin on his face.
Dad, I love you. Daddy.
Just go to sleep now, Bill, because it's nice. It's really late.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's really late.
It's going to pour down, Dad.
What?
It's going to pour down from you.
Really?
Yeah, Daddy. I see it on that's a big finger.
Yeah.
Daddy, look, Daddy, the big finger.
Yeah, you telling me porkies? You get that off your mum as well.
Yeah, and Daddy,
Yeah.
finger. Look, Dad, Mummy's on that. Dad, I'm getting another
I've lost me. I've got to find my razors back in a minute.
Kids have no concept of time.
You alright, James?
Alright. I'm just saying kids have no concept of time.
No. See, the trouble with these, if they even get up there, you know what I mean? They're up for fucking ages afterwards, you know what I mean? And they've only grabbed half hour during the day. That little half hour sort of recharges their batteries and they're away again, you know? Especially with these, anyway. Alright, that's enough now. Let's go to sleep, yeah?
I smashed my hand
Yeah, you told me that story. Yeah, I know.
You see friend twist me on the gate.
Yeah, I heard you. Now go to sleep now because it's really, really late. Alright?
Don't call me break. That is goodbye.
Alright.
I want ice cream.
Oh, right.
Daddy, you're not cream.
Oh, I couldn't go through that again.
Alright. I did one.
I've got two wins but in their 30s.
How you come up with me?
Yeah, come on. Lay down there.
The Good, the Bad and the Ugly's on Channel 5, man. I love that film. It's fucking
how many times have you seen that?
It doesn't matter, mate. You could watch it over and over and over. You know what I mean? It's a fucking quality film. I tell you what, mate. There was some fucking odd cats in here last night. I know I lost the fucking plot again. I'm fucking sick of them, mate. I'm fucking sick of them. I'm absolutely sick of them.
I'm sorry I jumped to it. I was like...
No, well, to be honest with you, I jumped in and out. I just got like fucking harangued again. They just fucking harangued me, mate. I've had some cunt on fucking Google again today posting comments, and I've just rammed facts up his arse, and Gone away again, but I'm sure he's just gone away to think of and come back at me with. I'm absolutely sick of him.
Who was it, Toad?
It's called Storm 1 UK.
Yes, I like it.
He's a fucking debt collector. When I said which DCA do you work for, he was like that. Oh, it's like one of them, you know what I mean? I can't see him. He's a blue banner, but I can imagine he's. Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I've been rumbled.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
he came back with, and he agreed with me, right? And he totally agreed with me. And then he's come back today with some other nonsense because a guy called David Wright has posted something and said, I can't see how people just can't see this shit. And then he's come back with something else. So I've just sent him, and I'm sick of people. I'm sick of them doing it, man. So I posted back to him and said, so okay, right? You're saying they're going to petition me for bankruptcy, yeah?
Yeah.
For unsecured credit, okay, right, okay.
Yeah.
So basically, my comment was, so could you just digress to me which man from this DCA is going to, because the debt, because Capital One categorically, and the debt collection agency have categorically written to me and told me they've sold and bought the debt. So I said, so who's gonna stand up in court and commit perjury? Because I'm not going to take the stand, because I'm not making a claim, and I will cross-examine him. So is he going to say, is he going to say he lent me money that's bought the debt, or someone in his company going to say they commit perjury in court, perjure themselves in court? Is that what? Anyway, I've had nothing back. I'm sure he's trying to mull it over and try to think of some response to come back with it, but you know what I mean? I'm fucking sick of them. Absolutely sick of them.
They always pop up low tone, don't they? You know what I mean? They always will.
Yeah, I know. It's because of what I do. I know what it is. I know why they do. It's what I do.
Exactly.
But, I nearly stopped drinking again today. I say nearly.
Yeah, nearly.
No. I have stopped. I stopped for 10 years, James. Mate, I stopped drinking for 10 years. But there's not a good. Yeah. But there's not. To be honest with you, last night wasn't a good enough reason. To be honest with you. Apart from making myself look better, making myself look a better cunt.
What happened last night? Because I was pissing around on my computer, and I was clicked on something, and I've come back. When I come back, I was the only cunt sitting there. Everyone had fucked off.
You got that fucking adult. He's just a fucking dickhead in me.
Who?
That commonly known as Dom. He's just a dickhead. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. I mean, make your own fucking presumptions and assumptions about him. Mine are made and done. You know what I mean? Well, that's just my opinion, and I ain't gonna, you know.
We're entitled to your opinion, mate.
Yeah. Well, I think you actually said he's a ponce. He just ponces.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Well,
ponces.
I can't figure it out because, like, the stuff that I've watched of his, he says, like, he doesn't have money, he doesn't this, and he does that. But, like everyone else says, well, if he doesn't have money, right, and he doesn't deal with money, how comes he's always got a new phone, a new laptop, a new this, new that?
Well, his quote was called. Yeah, his quote was called, I've got friends. So what you're doing is basically you're poncing off your fucking mates.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so they're grafting and you're doing fuck all, yeah? And you're just going to ponce off them.
Yeah.
What, and you think that's...
Or he's a fucking good thief.
Well, no, because he did say, well, if you know people and they're on the internet and you can jump on their password, I thought, yeah, jump on their password and download whatever you want to fucking download. Yeah, fuck that, mate. You ain't jumping on fucking shit of mine. Tell you what, Ponce, go and get a fucking. I said to him, go and get a job. I said, I'm not being funny, right? I said, I understand the situation I'm in. Yeah, I've got a mortgage, I've got to pay the mortgage, I have to service the mortgage, and I understand that I'm fighting it from the inside. Yeah, I can't, I've got kids, I can't just go, right, fuck it, you know, and live in a ditch and say, no, I'm not having anything to do with this anymore. You know, I understand the responsibilities. But it doesn't mean I have to fucking agree with it. You know what I mean? But also on the same rule, doesn't mean that it shouldn't not make, you know, what because I work hard that's an issue. You know what I mean? You know, but I don't ponce off anyone. Just to make a point.
I can't go people that do that actually demand donations on a channel. I'm just saying I can't go with people that want donations off a channel. Why the fuck would you donate to any cunt?
Because you
all this
ponce
stuff's free. Exactly.
Well, this is the thing, you know. It's like, I mean, I've always been of the ilk that all information is free information. Any information I've got is free information, you know. And it's like I said to him last night. Collar said, you know, who's this Moo Wing you go under? No, he goes on the internet and trolls people under the name of Moo Wing.
Yeah.
That's his other pseudonym. Why have you got another pseudonym? I've got another channel, which is this channel, but it's just instead of Anthony Meehan, it's Tony Meehan. You know what I mean? Right. And it's purely so I can get on Hangouts. That's the only reason I did it. I bought a laptop because I got sick of that iPad fucking piece of crap that I've got. And I did it so I could get on Hangouts, and it was a bit easier. My connection was going to be better or whatever. Come to obviously realise it's not. Hey ho.
Sometimes it's alright.
Yeah, cost me 400 quid of my hard-earned money, but you know, you live and fucking learn. You know what I mean? That sometimes it's better off just keeping your money in your fucking pocket, innit? You know what I mean? But he goes under the name of Moo Wing, and he actually said last night, why was
well, that's Tony again.
Oh my fucking, there we go. The Moo Wing's on it already. I'll come back in.
Right. You're okay. You're okay.
Alright. Well, Moo Wing, he said that Dom said, why? What's wrong with trolley? Fucking Matt's ears pricked up then, Col. I tell you. He comes fucking comment. Yeah, he's like that. What? What did you just say? He said, what's wrong with trolley? You know what I mean? Well, everything. You know what I mean? You fucking horrible little shit. You alright, my love? You going up to bed?
Try not to shout.
I will try not to shout. I'll try my damnedest. You know what I'm saying?
God, I get that every night.
Right? You're having a laugh. See, you're having a laugh, and your missus Tony, him not shout. Fucking hell. Hell will freeze first before Tony stops shouting. Fucking hell. That's got to have been the joke of the week, hasn't it? Try not to shout, Tony.
I only shout because I give a fuck. Yeah. And then I've got that geezer, that Stephen Duffy, right, who lives in a field, right, and he's saying, let's kill everyone with love. You know what I mean? We need to send love out to everyone. I'm like, then he starts telling me, right, this is a guy, right, see, the contradiction is, right, the guy says, oh, well, so you're saying you don't owe the money? No? Well, no. Apparently I don't. They've sold it, so the debt's just... And he's going, well, I've got a student loan, and I really should pay it, but I live in a field in a tent, so don't bother. Well, instead of living in a field in a tent, get a grip of your life, yeah, and do something with your life. Yeah, I understand. Just because I'm in the system doesn't mean I have to agree with the system and the way it works. You know what I mean? But I understand that I can't just run away to a field and hide myself in a fucking ditch because I've got responsibilities and fucking people to look after.
That's
You know what I
alright
mean?
if you're a single person and you can do that kind of thing.
Mm. Mm.
You've no obligations, you've no ties. Fair enough, go and do it. If that's
It's
what
just
you
like,
want to do.
well, it's like I said, James, last night. I said, to be honest with you, the worst thing I ever did was get a mortgage. And to be honest, brutally honest, yeah, it was the worst thing I ever did. Worst thing I ever did. Tied me in for like 20, 25 years. You know, I became a slave. And I bought into the slavery system. But, you
And
know.
at the end of the day, do you actually own that house?
Well, no, I'll never own it. But do you know what you said before? Hindsight's a horrible thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With hindsight, you know, it's
Yeah,
like
you wouldn't
it's
do
like
that. So if you knew what you know now, you would never do that. You'd never go through that system.
Would have thought. But I'm in it, so I've got to play the game.
Yeah.
And it is a game. And it all fucked really. I mean, it's like I feel for like, you know, people that I mean, you only have to listen to that cunt that said the other night, don't you? That Freud, that Lord Freud or whatever.
Oh.
Disabled people aren't worth the minimum wage.
That was fucking shocking.
Well, yeah, but it's all right. It's all right though, James. He apologised sincerely.
Oh, aye. Oh, I know. Aye. I bet he fucking sincerely thought it.
Well, that's the patronising and contradictory fucking statement of it all, isn't it? Well, it's all right. He apologised. You know, I'm sorry, mate. That, you know, but he's still taking the wage off the public purse.
But that's the way these people think, and that came out as a Freudian slip.
Yeah, ironic. The irony is his name is Lloyd Freud. That's all that went through my head. Lord Freud. It was a Freudian slip, and I'm like, someone's taking the piss here. Someone's properly taking the piss.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like that thing about the paedophiles or whatever. The woman was going to take the post up or something, but she didn't take the post, but they still give her 40 grand for the head of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was what's it said, because he's part of, it was a brother-in-law or something, whoever they put in, you know, whoever they were going to put in front to do it. It was, apparently her brother-in-law was part of the problem, part of the investigation, and his name was in the kind of mix of it all.
But where does it get? I don't get how she gets 40 grand. Like if I never took up a contract, I could see the people that fucking I never took up the contract with, but paying me 40 fucking grand.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? There'd be
Colin, because it's like Abdullah Key says, it's the game of take. Just take it. Just take it. Keep it sweet. Yeah, all right. Went a bit tit-stat. Yeah, there you go. But we've looked after you. No. And since then, nobody's been posted to that fucking thing. Yeah, that government, whatever, paedophilia thing. But they're chasing Rotherham. They're chasing everybody. They're looking for the patsies.
Yeah.
I'm saying they're looking for all the patsies to keep it away from fucking home, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it's well out in the news now.
It's everywhere, isn't it? All them fucking like the higher up the scale you get, the fucking more it is. It's like just like the sort of stuff they've been taught in school. You know what I mean?
Do you know Airy Cookie Monster? Airy Cookie Monster put it down. The best thing I've ever heard Airy Cookie Monster said was in a hangout with Kendo and Airy Cookie Monster and 5, and he said, "Yeah, that public school," he said, "the wider your arse goes, the fucking further up the fucking scale you go."
Yeah.
And it was like that, and it was so simplistic and so concise. It was like that. Oh my days, you're so fucking on the nail there.
Did you see the RT thing? I think it was RT. There's a giant butt plug in Paris. A big giant green butt plug.
Oh
Big
yeah,
block. Did you see that?
Well, the gherkin is just a big butt plug, isn't it? It's just a
Aye.
massive. The gherkin is just a massive butt plug. If it's basically in plain sight. Check this butt plug out.
Well, there's one in Paris now that somebody's blew up, and it's a big giant butt plug, big green butt plug. It's nothing. You can't take it as anything else. That's all it is.
Yeah, but you have to look. Just look at the gherkin in
Aye.
the square mile. The gherkin is just a big. We take it up the arse, boys.
Right.
To get where we want to get to.
But the City of London is a different. It doesn't even. It's no in the UK. The City of London is a city on its own.
Yeah, it's a world
It
within
didn't
a world,
belong-
mate.
It didn't even belong to the UK because of years and years ago. And they put a wall in it and said, "This is the City of London belong. There's no laws. Great Britain can affect us."
Well, have you noticed that
Every road into that square mile, right, has got a security. You have to go through security to drive into that square mile. Every single road has got a roadblock on it.
Because it's a city on. It's a city on its own city.
Yeah.
It's like the Vatican City is its own city.
And Washington as well. It's the Trinity, mate. It's the Trinity. People can't don't see it, but that's the Trinity. Yeah.
Hey, dudes.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello,
Hello?
can you hear me?
Yeah. All right, mate.
How you doing, Tone?
How's it going, mate? We're a bit worried about you. We're worried that you're pleased. I don't care if you are pleased.
He's got a
The awkward moment when.
No, you need to look at the picture and see what it says.
Yeah, I know. I get it. It's more about actions than words, though, mate. That's the way we work. That's you know. Listen, to be honest with you, I mean, it's no big deal. If I'm talking to a police officer, I'm talking to a police officer. It's no big deal to me.
I hope you know me better than that.
Well, I don't even know you, mate, to be brutally honest.
Well,
so, yeah.
Whatever, man.
I'll have to be. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I don't really know you. But just understand, it doesn't really matter. I'm not bothered.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Seriously, you know, whatever is what is. Whatever is what is. You know what I mean?
It's up to you, mate. If you don't want to show your face, then that's fine.
No, I did last night. It was cool.
All right.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it was all right. It was cool. You know.
Had a policeman's haircut, but he was cool.
No, he didn't. Listen, unfortunately, what you have to understand is, Zoltan, after what's going on, right?
He definitely had a copper's haircut. It looked like someone had stuck an helmet on and cut round it.
Well, listen, Zoltan. After what's gone on, right? We're a bit sceptical of everyone, really. Which is to be honest with you, which I never came on here to be cynical. Yeah, I never ever came on YouTube to be cynical. But you kind of, it's a horrible thing to say, but I've become cynical. You know, and I'm not a cynical person. To be brutally honest, I'm not cynical.
Yeah, unfortunately, it goes with the territory, though, doesn't it? If you're involved with, well, if you have alternate views,
yeah.
You tend to think that way.
Yeah. Not alternate views. I just think that there should be I think everybody should be accountable for every action that you make. That's my just total ethos on life. Is if you should be accountable for everything you do. You know what I
I'll
mean?
change my photo
No.
for you.
No, you don't have to. No, don't bother. No, listen. I'm not bothered, mate. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna speak to you as I would speak to anyone. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be me. I'm always gonna be me, mate. This one thing I'm never.
At the same time, Tony, I could say the same for you. You might be a plant like Dom is or somebody like that, you know.
Exactly, you could do.
Charlie Beach, or,
you could. Yeah, exactly, you could do. And this is true. That is never a true word said. To be honest with you, but obviously.
But guess what? You never thought I was a silent assassin.
No, fucking ninja. He's a ninja, really. Let's cook down. So what are your thoughts on Dom then? Anyway, sorry, what's your name? You told us your name last night, and I'm really sorry because
my name
Phil,
is
Phil.
Yeah, call me Phil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zoltan's. I'll tell you why I got that name. Well, it's from a film actually. Zoltan and the Hound of Hell.
Yeah,
I've seen it. Film.
Yeah,
Very old film.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
It is actually a Hungarian name, Zoltan.
It is, yeah. I've got my uncles are Hungarian. My uncles and aunties are Hungarian. That's why I don't agree with any kind of asylum bullshit, mate. I don't agree with any kind of like immigration bullshit because it's bullshit. You know what I mean? It's bullshit.
Yeah, so I think that at the end of the day, we're all born equal, aren't we?
Well,
we all came out of the same kind of hole, you know. So.
Yeah, we all come out of the same birth canal, didn't we? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like Cameron goes on about fucking. Cameron goes on about immigration, and we need to stop it. Cameron could take a fucking Polish passport, mate. His grandmother was a Polish banker.
Yeah. I'm sure the Queen could take a German passport as well.
Well, she is fucking German, you know. Yeah, she is fucking German. There's the irony, you know, when you get all that less, you know.
Russian. Not German, Russian.
Oh, Prussian, yeah. If you want to go back, into history, yeah.
And it's weird. It's weird how people like try and stigmatise people for. I mean, let's have it right. I mean, I'm a Irish heritage, me, and we were persecuted for fucking years, man.
Yeah, I was talking to who was it? There's some Irish guy on there the other day. Was it James? Was it James? Yeah, it's James, wasn't it? I was talking about the potato famine. The way the English starved them to death. You know, that is a bloody Holocaust, that was.
That was a fabrication.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. That was bullshit, that.
I don't know, because I've never, to